do it at the beginning, or yeah, stand everybody up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to church with us. We're so glad to have you back. So glad to have everybody viewing online. We're just all glad to be here to worship his name. If you'll stand with us, I know it's been a very hard week, but James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." Anybody believe that this morning? Yeah. Amen. Sing this with me. Wandering into the night, wanting a place to hide this weary soul, this vagabond. I try with all my might, but I just can't win the fight. I'm slowly drifting. To believe my doubts are burning like ashes in the wind. Oh, so long to my old friend. Burden and bitterness, you can just keep it moving. No, you ain't welcome here. Oh, from now till I walk the streets of gold. If you want to turn to somebody you don't know, meet somebody. Come on, say hello. Greet somebody in Christian love, as we say. So we got something we want to declare this morning for ourselves. If you really believe you're free, if you believe Jesus saved you from the bondage of sin, let's sing this one together. Come on. lost another one. I am free. I am free. I am free. Come on. Well, lost another one. I am free. I am free. Oh, I am free. Well, lost another one. I am free. I am free. Oh, I am free. Well, lost another one. I am free. I am free. Oh, I am free. Well, lost another one. I am free. I am free. Oh, I am free. Do you believe it? Well, lost another one. I am free. I am free. I am free. You pick me up. You turn me around. You place my feet on solid ground. I thank the Master. I thank the Savior. Because you healed my heart. Changed my name. Forever free. I'm not the same. I thank the Master. I thank the Savior. I thank God. If you're free, say, I thank God. Hallelujah. Come on, let's give him some praise.
All right, y'all. Well, if you weren't awake already, now we're awake, right? Well, welcome to College Park United Methodist Church. We're so glad you're here with us this morning. If you are a visitor, extra welcome. I would love to get to know you, and I'll be right outside on the way out. But I do also recommend that everyone signs up for our newsletter, which you can go to our website, cpumc.org, and it's at the very bottom, and you can sign up, and that's the best way to know what's going on in our community. I do have a couple of quick announcements for you this morning. So we have our Sweetly Broken class, which is a class that Pastor Merrill is going to be leading. It starts this Thursday. It'll be in the fellowship hall at 5:30. If you're thinking about coming, if you can let me know. We just want to make sure we have enough booklets for everybody. But if you haven't made the decision and it is a last-minute thing, you're welcome to just show up too. Next, we have our new member class. So this is something that I'm always like, you guys join the church. If you're coming and you're a regular attender and there's really no reason not to join. It's just kind of making it, it's like just making it a commitment. If you're a member of another church and you need to move your membership, I can handle all that for you too. But most of y'all come every week, and we know that you love us and we love you, and just come. It'll be a good time.
Let's make this thing official.
What'd you say?
Let's make this thing official.
Yeah, let's make it official. And if you come to the class and you're freak out and don't want to do it, then don't do it. That's okay too. But we do, so it's next Sunday, and it's going to be in the fellowship hall right after church. It's just a one-time class. It usually goes for about an hour. And we do have childcare, so if you are a family and you need somebody to watch your kid while we are in that class, we're going to have kids on the playground, and then I think we're going to have some kids, an adult in the nursery also watching the little ones. So let us know if you're going to come. It's going to be good. I love new member classes. Such a nerd. Okay, next we have the Effective Communication and Conflict Resolution class that Pastor Merrill is leading. This is a good one. This will be my third time going to it, and I learned. No, it's one night. Yeah, it's February the 7th at 5:30. It's going to be in here, and it's like probably an hour and a half max, and you just kind of pick up some little nuggets of wisdom that Pastor Merrill always has, specifically about communication and conflict resolution. A lot of the times it's parent focused, but it doesn't have to be. We've had a school teacher in here before that was just trying to figure out how to manage all those relationships in there. So it's just a great class. Come. We do have childcare for that too. And then we have our Friday night food trucks, which is Friday, February 10th. This is like Valentine's themed. We're gonna have bounce houses, face painting, a Valentine's craft, awesome food trucks. I was going to bring the list up here, Colleen, but I forgot. So if you guys want to check on our Instagram or our Facebook page, I'll post all the food trucks that are coming. We've got some great ones. And we're going to have music. We're going to have Sam, who used to play in the band here, but he's usually here. I don't see him today, but his band's playing, so it'll be really good. Picnic at the Parsonage. Yay! So many events coming up. I posted on Facebook. I don't know if you guys saw, and I was like, here comes February, we've got this and this and this and this going on. So Picnic at the Parsonage is right after church on Sunday, February 12th. This is a great time to just continue our fellowship. So we always get here and we hang out for just a second and talk, and then we have worship, and then we all rush home. So this will be a time we get to go over to Pastor Merrill's house. We're gonna have food, lunch. She's got a great big lawn, kids can run around, and we're just gonna hang out and get to know each other a little bit better. Okay, and then we have, I think we're gonna show a video in a second, but I wanna invite Winnie Hagee up here, who is our children's home rep. Today is the 5th Sunday, and we always do a 5th Sunday children's home offering. So let's play the video, and then Miss Winnie is gonna talk. Yeah, video first.
Okay, it's on. Wow. If that doesn't have a tear in your eye, I don't know what will. Anyway, it's the 5th Sunday, and I get to tell you about the children's home. The 5th Sunday offering began in 1906, and it started as a way to raise funds to build an orphanage. As you see, that has continued right up until today, and it continues a deep connection between all of the churches in Florida and the children's home itself. And it also remains the backbone of their support. Everyone at the children's home sends their gratitude for your tireless support at Christmas time, for their children, their families. Because of you, the children woke up with toys and gift cards under the tree. For the youth at the children's home, a teacher work day means a day that they can go and give back to the community. A group of the older children got together and organized, of course, with help with their parents, and they organized into teams, and then they worked at various churches and rehab centers around the area. All of our youth come from backgrounds of abuse, neglect, or abandonment. You can imagine this leaves them feeling pretty powerless. So when they help others and they see they have an impact, that gives them hope for their own future. While visiting the rehab center, one young lady actually spent time with a man who had worked with Elvis Presley. He had been a gopher on his road crew, and I bet he had some stories to share with her. Another of our youth was introduced to an elderly lady who spoke only Creole. Now you can imagine how limiting this was for her ability to communicate. As it happens, yeah, you guessed it, that youth was fluent in Creole. Coincidence? I don't think so. I call that a God moment. Now, last but not least is their annual Day on Campus. From 2020 to 2022, they have had to have it virtually, but this year everyone's very excited that they're having it on campus live again. So if this piques your interest, put March 25th on your calendar. I promise you an experience that your heart will never forget. You just heard from Cyrus. We have another young man, Jacob, who is being adopted. So it's very heartwarming, and you'll never forget it. I'd like again to end with the words that Jesus spoke. Truly, I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these my brothers, you did it to me. Oh, and in your bulletin, thank you, you'll see a list of needs, of items that they can always use at the children's home. If you get it to the church, Frank and I will make sure it gets up to the children's home. And this is ongoing. There's no line drawn that it has to be by that date. So if you ever are where you see something for sale and you grab it and bring it, we will make sure it gets there. Thank you.
Thank you, Winnie. And with that, we are going to let our children go out with Miss Janelle and Miss Ann and Miss Jen that way for Kids Connection. And we'll bring them back in before the service is over.
Will you please stand and join me for a responsive call to worship? You get to read the part in glorious yellow. When Jesus was in the wilderness, he was tempted to save himself.
We often look for the good things for ourselves first, before the well-being of others.
Jesus was offered salvation if he turned stones to bread, if he accepted wealth and power, if he tested God's commitment to him.
In all these things, Jesus remained strong in his commitment to God.
May our commitment be as strong.
May our lives be placed in God's caring hands throughout our journey.
Amen.
As the Spirit was moving over the water, Spirit come move over us. Come rest on us. Come rest on us. As the Spirit was moving over the water, Spirit come move over us. Come rest on us.